I'm going to tell you this to take it to the bank. That the reason why Nigerians are advocating for the division of Nigeria is nothing but purely as a result of religious fanaticism that exists predominantly in the north. Take religious fanaticism out of the north, I am telling you, the northern Nigeria becomes the best place any other human being can ever exist. But with fanaticism in the north, nothing good can ever come out of it. And I want to challenge people that will now say that it's as a result of bad governance, bad leadership. I want to tell you that bad governance and bad leadership, as far as it exists in the north, is also informed as a result of religious fanaticism. Because as it is, the clerics are actually the ones that decide who should be voted for and who should not be voted for. And it still falls back to, take it or leave it, you say some of the clerics are in bed with the politicians or whatever, but take it or leave it, even if they are in bed with the politicians or whatever, the fact is, common sense simply entails that a typical northerner should know that religious fanaticism should not be something to be entertained, whether it comes from a cleric, scholar, or a politician. So let's not downplay the reality with bad governance. The fact is, kick out religious fanaticism out of the north and everything becomes equal. Don't blame people for agitating for middle belt. Don't blame people for agitating for biafra. That is just the fact. Because when you look at it now, most of these atrocities are coming from the north and is informed religiously. It's religious inclination that have made the likes of them Shegumi to advocate for pardon for people that have unalived individuals, right? And it's the same religious indoctrination that tells you that a politician is Oga, is your head, and you shouldn't actually challenge him irrespective of what he's doing. It's the same religion that have resorted to Muslim ticket. It's the same religion that have told you not to rebel in regards bad governance and a lot of it. It's the same religion that have succeeded in idolizing or criminalizing people that are not of the same religious concept. Not tribe, not tribal affiliations. Because I will tell you that as far as the north is concerned, there's no tribal discrimination that you can actually pinpoint to a reasonable extent that is what is dividing people, despite the hundreds of tribes that exist in the north. But as far as religion is concerned, religion is the major principle. And what is my advocacy? My advocacy is, I would have loved a situation I advocate, you talk, I talk, and it's going to change a lot of minds, and everybody at a point in time will come to a specific page and a point of convergence that at the end of the day, all we require is good governance. But if I must tell you the truth, I don't tire. And every other person is getting tired. And it looks as if this is a solution that is going to require my generation and the next generation and other generation. So what is my advocacy? Allow everybody with his own concept to test the test of his medicine. That is why I'm saying when people are advocating, they need to go. Let them go. And people that are saying everybody must stay, nah, lie. And let me tell you how a fanatic typically thinks in northern Nigeria. A fanatic in northern Nigeria believes that northern Nigeria belongs to Usman Dan Fodio, and it belongs to other people that they reverence so much that this is their land to conquer, and even the nation. And if you are thinking it stops as just conquering the northern Nigeria or Nigeria, it doesn't stop there. The fact is, a fanatic believes in this general concept that the world entirely must be conquered according to his fanatic ideology. That is to tell you it's an endless war. And me, I'm not ready for that endless war. I'll go do the one way I see result here. So any other person that is interested in giving these people a test of their medicine, I am in tune with you. I am in tune with you. Let's not be hypocritical. Just like I keep saying, I will not lie to myself. remove religious fanaticism in the north, and the north becomes the best place, just like it used to be. But if that is not the case, let everybody test his medicine. Seriously. The fact is, all by now, by all of us, nobody lives here forever. Whatever you think they inform you, now the same thing where they inform you. That same madness where you think say you can acquire as a result of religious fanaticism, myself I feel acquire. And let's see who lives here forever. And nothing more. So sincerely speaking, just like I keep saying, I'm not an ambassador of hypocritical peace. Hypocritical peace. Because when you excuse it on the part of political incompetence, the political influence is actually informed religiously. And the government of the day is doing nothing in that regard. So don't deceive yourself. Whatever it is, the concept you believe you are going to pursue to ensure that you live in peace and your next generation live in peace, pursue it. Till we see from the body language of everybody concerned and even the government that they are ready to embrace peace and let everybody live in harmony, then we can now have a different conversation. But as far as now is concerned, don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself that this talk now go change everything. Now action go change something.